So it's summer break, and as usual, I find myself preoccupied by numerous house projects. I'm also preoccupied by the moment, at the moment, I should say, by the world's ugliest battleship design, somehow made uglier by the application of rubber ducky camouflage. So this particular video, I've seen it a lot lately in the game, as much as I've been able to play, which has not been much. I don't know if you've noticed or not. There hasn't been a lot of content on the channel, but this was a thing I started to see in the spring, and I know other content creators have complained about this before, but God damn it, it's my turn. The whole get back, hide, um, uh, can't get out and fight. Yeah, I mean, they're battleships. They are meant to not only dish out damage, but they're meant to take damage as well. So, one of the things I wanted to illustrate to everybody is one, how much fun you can have when you go out there and you decide, all right, yeah, I got 3, 4, 5 ships on my side of the map. I am going to try to sell my life, the life of my ship, at as high a price as humanly possible. So I'm going to try to take as many of these people with me as another way. It's what I'm trying to say here. So that's what we're doing in this video is we've got 3 quick videos all lined up. I even upped the speed for those people who don't have the attention span to watch the whole thing. But right away, you can see on this video, we're in the California. We got all the HP in the world. We got 61,000 HP, which is damn good for a tier 5 battleship. And we got plenty. We are in a target-rich environment. We got carriers dropping torpedoes at us. One is skewing off our way. We got a cruiser, the Citadel of Sadness itself. We got a tier 4 Nevada coming at us. We're going to aim a little high and take 11,000 of that man's health. And then with our leftover gun, we're going to say goodnight. So now we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 cruisers, 2 battleships in front of us, the Dallas, the Pensacola, the Furitaka. Again, target-rich environment. Even though we just took out the Nevada, we've still got plenty of things to shoot at, like this Furitaka. The American battleships, they're great. They got the great armor piercing, and their dispersion is usually more horizontal than it is vertical, which is ideal for shooting at broadside cruisers. Aim for the waterline, maybe a pixel line above. So now we got the Pensacola out here. We're thinking about taking a shot. Ooh, aircraft carrier. So what we're doing by doing this, by pushing up like we are, is we're basically dictating the match here. These people see a battleship kind of standing alone and they want the kill, so they're kind of sticking around, which means they're not helping their teammates over at A. In fact, if you look over in the mini-map, over in A, there's hardly any red ships over there, right? So the aircraft carrier definitely wasn't expecting us to come this way or to push this deep. See my teammates behind me? They're all kind of like hiding. One's right up against the edge of the map, that battleship, and then the cruiser there. Imagine what I could have done if my teammates weren't so worried about losing their lives in their virtual warships. So again, we're shooting at the Pensacola. I can't stop shooting at that thing. I've blown it up so many times virtually, of course. No sailors were hurt in the making of this video. But am I shooting at the Dallas or the Derflinger? Guess what, Dallas? I'm shooting at you. Good night. I love that trick. The cruiser's staying broadside because it thinks that you're going to shoot at the closest ship. So they are starting to whittle us down here. But again, we've pushed these guys. Basically, I'm in their capture. We've kept them, one, sticking around, but two, we've also kind of kept, like, snowplow, right? We've kept pushing these other battleships and cruisers away from the teammates, and while at the same time kind of keeping them occupied. They're shooting at us. They're busy shooting at us. They're not shooting at our teammates. So 112K, 3 kills, and they finally get us. They knocked out turret 2, but that's okay because they just knocked out the rest of our ship. But man, oh man, did we make a good accounting of ourselves. So again, just trying to show, like, you don't have to go out and score 1,000,000 points and you know, try to live through the whole thing and take the minimum amount of damage. They're battleships. They have armor. They're meant to take damage. So here's another example. We're in a lot of the content creators that I've seen hate this ship, and I got to tell you, for this type of thing where you're pushing up and the whole snowplow thing I was just talking about, I would just as soon be in the Grosser Kurfürst, because I know that as long as I'm keeping my bow towards the targets, I am going to be in pretty decent shape in this thing. And sometimes it's forgiving enough with the armor scheme that I can even keep myself broadside to a few targets, and they're not going to be able to hurt me, at least not as bad. So what we're trying to do here is off to our port bow, we've got the Kremlin, who's running away. Again, not shooting at us. They're shooting at us, but they're also running away. So we're pushing that guy. We've got another Grosser Kurfürst at 9.7, and then we got the Hindenburg off to the left, and we just missed taking out the Hindenburg. God, that would have been nice if we could. Everybody thinks that we're fighting the Grosser Kurfürst or the Kremlin. They're not focused on us. It's nice when you can surprise people, just like when we surprised this Rhode Island over here. This poor guy. He's not even thinking about me right now. But guess what? I'm thinking about him. And boom. There she goes. So I'm broadside to the Grosser. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this is an exceptional amount of skill, because frankly, I think, after 100 plus videos or whatever I got now for videos, I think everybody knows that I don't have a lot of skill. But I do pay attention, and I can see that this Grosser Kurfürst is basically stopped. And he's trying to line me up for shots. Unfortunately for him, I think he's shooting me with HE. So he's trying to light me on fire. I bet if he was shooting me with AP, even though I'm at a oblique angle to him, I bet I would probably be back at port now. Yes, I also understand. I'm looking at the mini-map. I'm basically driving my ship via the mini-map. I know the Kremlin is about to annihilate me at any moment now, but I still cannot help trying to shoot at the broadside Grosser Kurfürst. I'm kind of disproving my theory, though, because he was just broadside to me for like, two and a half salvos, and I couldn't penetrate the armor, right? Just shows you how forgiving this thing could be. So there's no way I'm going to win this fight, right? He's got like at least 2/3 health, and I've got 1/15 health, even less, right? But guess what? I got 3 loaded guns. Good night. So again, I pushed him way to the corner of the map, and I took shots, almost took out that Hindenburg, but I also was able to take out the Rhode Island. Rhode Island was fighting somebody else, and that person all of a sudden found themselves without a Rhode Island to fight. So, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say that we won that match, but man, I think at 179K, I think I did my part for my team. 3 kills, I think it was. So, yeah. So, what did I just do? Here's the last one. We're in the Monarch, British battleship, which means we've got great HE. The Monarch also has very good AP. Monarch was buffed a year or 2 ago. We just shot so they would spot us. We did that intentionally, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because in a situation like that where the battle's gone on for a couple minutes and nobody's been spotted, 1, I get impatient, and 2, I find, especially if I've got some help, which I've got a destroyer, another battleship, the Atlantico, and even the carriers coming over here, if I can shoot, that makes sure that I'm detected. I'm in a battleship. Again, I can take damage. I'm not going to, most likely not going to get dev struck, right? Even if I'm not at the best armor angle. But if I am getting impatient and I take a shot and that lights me up on detection, and then other people on the enemy team see that, oh, look at that salvo of HE. I probably should have just kept HE on this entire time, because another salvo of HE would have taken him out. But hey, you learn. But you think you'd learn after 10,000 battles, but give it time. Anyways, so he had almost no health. Don't fire both guns. Only fire one gun. You're only going to need one gun to take a ship like that out at point blank range, completely broadside. So we're continuing to push up. We are most importantly doing the standard Brendan version of the battleship shuffle here. We are constantly changing angles. You're going to see some textbook angle changing, some maneuvering, and some textbook bad shooting by me. We should wait a little bit. if we're going to shoot from this angle, we should shoot a little bit higher, try to get some HP out of his superstructure. And of course, we didn't do that, and they all bounced. So now we're heading straight in. The Key is a dangerous ship. She's got, you can see the secondaries are pinging away at me. He's hard charging in. He's also got torpedoes I got to watch out. They're not long range torpedoes, but they're short range torpedoes. And I am going to try to do my best to make sure that those torpedoes don't end me. And here they come. But notice I kept my guns off to the starboard side. All three hit me. I'm still alive. I'm a British battleship. Can I just make it through this? Boom, boom. How did we not get the kill there? But we came out okay on the other side of that duel. You can see behind us, what's that, the Laffy? Yeah, there's a Laffy over there fighting our aircraft carrier. But we have a 4-ship advantage. We have not lost a ship yet. And in 20-something seconds, I'm going to be able to heal. So we're going to keep pushing up this side. We've got, I think the Atlantico is behind us. We're still pushing up behind us. We've got some friends. We've got some help. And more importantly, as we come around the corner here, we have some nice, juicy targets to shoot at. Unfortunately, where I screwed up the shot on the Key by shooting a little too early, I am going to get a shot that you dream about. I even activate the plane, and I do not, what do they say, RNG Jesus, whatever they say, whatever the gamer people say. It doesn't smile on us in this moment. It does, however, come back around and give us a pat on the back because we see a broadside Chakalov, and I hate that aircraft carrier. That thing is deadly, especially if you're in a cruiser or destroyer. So we're basically, the game is almost over. We're walking right into this capture. We're turning into the torpedoes because we can try to close the distance, Marco Aurelius style. There's a Hunt for Red October reference for you before they arm themselves. And now we're shooting at the Colonia. We should have just killed them there, but we're going to get another shot to kill them. And unfortunately, much like the Key, we're not going to be able to take them out. Spoiler alert, by the way. So I haven't been on in a little while, but I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope now that maybe 2 or 3 more people in the game will go out there and sell their ships for as high a price as possible. Have a good one.